Welcome back to Scrapyard Pirates Life 2026, guys. This is our fourth attempt in 2 days. I have no idea why the last one got just canceled. It just dropped off of YouTube. I don't understand what's going on with that, but we're going to give it another go. And so far, we're just working on armoring up and upgrading this vehicle so that we're. Hey, thanks for joining again. I appreciate you sticking with me. And then we already went and looked at what we had done last couple of attempts. So, and we did set up a little workstation outside here that we're going to tear apart once this is done. It's just easier for me that way, so get this all set up. I'm going to get this set up, then we'll take off that. Actually, you know, we could just take it off now. Yep. Okay, so what was in there? Oh, good. That's useful. Alright, we'll go ahead and take that off too. And we'll take that off too. That gives us more components to work with, which is absolutely okay. Alright, so we're going to take this thing back a ways. Well, I'm not going to put that up there. We want this big enough that we can do... I want to make this similar to the Scarab that we did earlier in the last attempt before we got toasted. But I want to do a few changes on the design, kind of refine it, if you will. But we definitely need sloped armor on the front, and we definitely want to armor it up, like up-armor it massively, because we're not just getting sniped now, we're getting full-on attacks, and we need to be prepared, like, seriously. So, let's see here. I'm thinking wheel right here, maybe? Ugh, I hate it when it does that. Let's see. It's not going to be a wheel in front of here. Although I do want to keep this front on here, and we're going to set up a different kind of front on there. I have an idea on that. So I'm thinking we'll keep the front here. We'll set up, move it forward a little bit. We're going to keep all this stuff right here that's in the core, and we'll work off of it. I don't want to lose any of the contents of... I don't want to damage that. I don't want to lose the contents of that. The rest of it we might rearrange, we might not, I don't know. I don't really care too much about the parachutes, but... because I don't see us doing any drops, but we'll see. I mean, it may be a thing that we may end up doing. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. But I'm thinking the front wheels should be right about there. The bulk of the weight's going to be back here, so let's go ahead and get that off. Let's see. I want to have wheels all spaced all the way down, and I definitely let's take a look at this. We're gonna need a. Let's see here. There's a couple of ways we can do this. You know what we might do? We might make it taller. Do like a central connection through here, and well, I don't know. If we do flat and broad, that would be the way to go. Let's take a look at what we can do with our logistics. So I like these. I really like these. Anybody who's been watching me long enough knows I absolutely love these modular containers. But my question is do we do two side by side and use them for a low profile wide vehicle, or do we do them like this and go with a higher profile vehicle with a single turret on the top? We could even do smaller turrets on the side, and so I mean that is a question. So let's see how that would look. So say we did this, we would go. So we'd go here, rotate that, and we put that there, and then we do this here. Yeah, but if we do this here like this, Yeah, see if we do it like that, we've got those, we got the side connectors here, but we can connect those into the other. But I'm thinking if we do this here, like that, and then we go here, and then we go here. Okay, then if we do, but here's the thing, if we do this, we're going to need to elevate this up, and that's, yeah, there's the problem right there. If we elevate this up, that is going to present us with some challenges because of the, well, actually, you know, we could do it anyway. If we keep this lower profile, we can, oh yeah, look, this is what we can do. Okay, we can do it like this, set that in place there. And then we can do, let's see, if we go with a conveyor converter, we rotate that and we go up one. Oh, but we can't do that because if we do that, then we run into the problem with the turret that's in the front. Ah, yeah. Yeah, there is that. There is that small detail of the turret. Yeah, So I was thinking 2 autocannons on the side, a single gat in the front. That would be good. That could put it, although I don't know if they would shoot each other at any point. That would be awkwardly difficult. But if we did a gat, we could run munitions through it. We wouldn't need to worry about the other stuff. Oh, wait. We also have the need of a H2O2 gen. So if we set that up there, we could do the H2O2 gen and then do another connection off of that, and that would work. So let's see what that, let's tentatively put this together and see how this would look. So there's your H2O2 gen there. And then if we go back to the conveyor junction and do the conveyor connector here. Oh, wait, we need to do one here. And then we could go to the regular conveyor. The regular conveyor junction. And then do that like up one like that. And then if we did that, then we could put the modular containers on the side, like so. And they would sit on either side right up here. That would work. Now, would that give us, that would give us enough room, and we could do 2, one on either side. And if we did that, we could do a Gatling weapon right here. Rotate that. And that would go right here. Bam, just like that. And that would be a lower profile weapon. And then we could go out a little further. And we could even go so far if we wanted to put 2 of these on here if we wanted. Or would that be too wide for entry? No, it's not too wide for entry. That would definitely give us a higher profile, but it would definitely give us a lot more to work with. And then is that... oh, height might be a problem. Yeah, that's true. There is a small problem of we have to, like, get into the driveway here. That could be a small issue, but I don't know. We could work with it. We'll figure it out, I guess. And if we do it like this, we could actually get an assault cannon, which we already have munitions for right there. And we could put one also on this side right there. So we could actually have 2 assault cannons on here. I know it's tilting like crazy, but, you know. Oh, come on, really? If you want your thing to be weighted down, Batteries is the way to go. Alright, now let's go back to what I was doing here. And then we could put, so we put... And by the way, guys, this is one of my favorite ways to just figure it out. I mean, you could have something in your mind. Oh, because that's overlapping with that, that's why. Okay, I see. Too close. Huh. So that's not going to work. They're too close together. We'd have to go on the outside box out there is where we'd have to go with those. But we could do it. One there. And one there. I mean, that's definitely doable. We'd need to have the wheels out quite a ways. But we could do that. It would be hella big though. But if we make those the sides right there, and we armor plate them up, yeah, it's definitely a doable. It's pretty dang wide though. I mean, that is pretty wide, but it's definitely an option, and I like it. It's going to give us a lot more storage capacity. And theoretically, we could probably even get away with a lot of fuel tanks too, if we really wanted to pile them up here on the sides and armor them up. We could even put additional cargo on here if we wanted to. And if we armor plated that up, it'd be wicked heavy, but... Oh, what? Wait. Stash beacon? I'm confused. Oh, wait a minute. That must... Oh, yeah, that's right. That's that farmstead that's not that far away.
Energy low.
Well, might as well hop in and get ourselves a little load up on air and stuff. I think that's manageable for the cargo capacity. We may need that cargo capacity if we're going to do some salvaging, and it would definitely reduce the amount of trips back to the base. Definitely thinking some pretty hefty wheels. We want to make sure that we use... We may even go to... Well, we're definitely going to do a whole bunch of wheels across the bottom there. We'll separate them out. It depends upon what size wheel we're going to go with, though. Well, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I like that. It's going to provide us with a lot of storage capacity. Yeah. And there's our and then let's see here. Back here is where we would have our connection to... You know what we do? You know what we could do? And this makes a lot of sense. If we do a cargo container back here, right here, and we take it like this, and then we put the connector on it. Yeah. Oh, I like this. And then we could actually stick some stuff below here. So let's go with we'll do one of these like that. Alright, and that will set it up that way, maybe? I mean, we could do another... Well, we could just... You know what? Forget that noise. Let's just do a cargo conveyor frame. We'll take a conveyor frame out like so. And then we'll go with, let's see. Go out, let's see. Do another conveyor frame there. And then we'll go with one of these right here. Yeah, there we go. Now we've got our connection in place. We can set access points on the back of these so we can get into them. It also leaves enough space that if we want to, we can put additional storage back there. And then below here, we can put like AI blocks or whatever we want to put down there. Actually, that'd be a good spot to put additional storage. Yeah, this is going to work out nicely, guys. This is really good. I like this. So we do need to get to work on extending it out and then getting it locked down in place. So let's go ahead and do that. We got a lot of welding ahead of us too. But I like how this is set up, so let's go ahead and take it out. And then we'll go out that far. Alright, cool. No. No. Not interested in that behavior, thank you very much. We'll repaint these later. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to set up our wheels here. We are limited on grids right now, so we're going to set up the wheels on standard blocks. Normally I don't like to do that, but we're going to do it this time. I swear when I see that I feel like it's gonna fall on me, guys. I feel like there's gonna be this big giant block of ice gonna hit me in the head. Alright, got that one in place. Oh, we're hungry. Let's have some more of these kelp crisps. I'll be glad when I have actual food to eat instead of kelp all the time. Alright, so this one here, let's see. I think it's, I don't know. I'm debating whether we should do a bigger wheel or a smaller wheel. That's the trick. I don't know, guys. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Well, it's definitely going to be off-road. So let's see. We're gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the narrower suspension for sure. Oh man, I think that's gonna be too small. Well, it could work, I suppose. Seems kind of small for what we're working with, though. Alright, let's take that off of there and let's see what the bigger one looks like. Well, first of all, if we did the bigger one, we need to definitely elevate it. Put it right up on the base down here, for starters. But, actually, I don't know. I don't know. Let's look at it again, guys. I'm trying to decide which I want to go with. If I want to go with a 5, or if I want to go with a... see, the 5 is pretty hefty sized. I'm gonna take a flip back and look at this. But in relation to the size of the vehicle we're doing, I want to make sure it's proportional, and it's... I don't know. It doesn't... I don't know that it is... I feel like if I did that, I would go... Yeah, I think doing that, as much as I like it, it's just a little bit much, I think. I think we're going to do much better with the smaller wheel and then a lot more of them. So let's do that. Let's go with a short suspension 3x3. And then we're going to... and I like that location there because We can armor it out and put a cover over the front of it. Let's see here. Now the question is how far apart? I know it's like 3 for the other ones, but for these I think it is actually 2. So let's find out if I am right. I'm pretty sure that it is that distance. We're gonna, once we figure this out, we'll be able to prep the locations all the way across. So. Uh-huh. Yep, that's perfect, right like that, and we'll just keep doing it all the way across. Alright, cool beans. So that's gonna be 2. And we'll set it up so the back ones don't turn, well... Huh. Well, we'll decide on the turning part, because I'm kind of tempted to give it more of a back end turning radius. Don't. Every time it stops like that, I think I'm about to get something red, which I don't want. Trying to get all these underneath welded as much as I can. There we go. Alright, cool. Now let's get the rest of these set up, and then once we get these set, let's see, 2, we'll take this out, and then alright, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we can't get rid of that one yet because we're not set for it. I can't seem to get this thing lined up right today. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, I hope everybody's day's going really well. I know these days things are kind of challenging, so... Okay, so here we go. Alright, good. And then we'll run over here. And... Okay, if I do this, it's going to drop down, because that is a wheel that is on something. But, it's also okay, because... we kind of need it to, so yeah. I'm curious if I can get that wheel on there without doing that. Let's see. Probably not, but we'll see. Wow, I'm impressed. I didn't think that was gonna work. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that set, and then we do need to get the wheels on this side here too. So that's going to be right side, and that's going to be... I'm going to guess that I'm not going to be able to get it in here, so... No. Nope. At side only. Okay. No problem. Ooh, might be able to get this one on though. Nope. Still not gonna do it. Alright, no problem. Alright, we got you on that side. Alright, got you on that side. Good to go. Alright. So now we can get this right side. Wheels in place. Alright, cool beans. It's a little tilty because most of the weight's on that side, but we'll adjust that. We'll adjust it. And we'll do that right now. Okay, we got you here. Up. We need some more food. Probably should go get some cosmic coffee. I'm pretty sure we got some somewhere. I don't see anything, nothing coming up. Okay, good. Alright, let's go ahead and get that in place. Weld as much of these wheels as we can. Alright. Get these welded up. Alright, good deal. Now let's get this welded up. Might as well get as much as we can get welded with what we got. Okay, got those in place. Gonna try to weld as many of these as what we got. Do we have any other materials that we could utilize? We do have more steel plates, so we'll hold on to those. Let's put those in here. Alright, good to go. And there's that right there. Okay. We still got some more wheels to put on here. We'll probably have about a total of 12 wheels by the time we're done, but let's go ahead and drop all this material off in here because we'll be needing those materials anyway. And let's see, we've got do we use computer chips? I don't think so. Not in the wheels, but we'll check. Don't think so, though. If I remember correctly, we don't, but we do need a bunch of those, a bunch of that, and we need a bunch of those. Because all that applies to the wheels. Oh, we need construction components, too. Oh, that's going to be one that we definitely are probably going to want to build up. Let's see. Do we have any anywhere else? Let's see. We do. We have a whole bunch right here. Perfect. All right. Perfect. Nice thing is by having the restriction in place, that option that we have for being able to make the stuff off the survival kit, at least we can armor everything up really nicely. What are we looking at for, we might as well jump up here and dump a bunch of stuff in here too. I'm going to take that off for now because we're going to need to weld this up. And we're going to need to weld that up. Okay. Alright, get that in there, that in there, that in there. And we're going to go here. That's going to need 10 grids. Okay, and I think, now that I'm thinking about it, I can access those from the sides. So I don't think I have any steel plates. No, I don't. We're going to borrow one from here for now. And I want to get that weapon platform set up here because we can actually get to everything around it without screwing with it, which is not what I thought maybe we couldn't, but now that I realize we can, you know what, maybe I should just do this. Yeah, I like this. because then I can do a connection that way. It's sideways,
Energy
but that's okay.
low.
I can always turn it, because here's what I'm thinking. We can run a conveyor line back over this part here. There we go. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get that on there. Cool. All right. Now I don't want the I don't want to put a bunch of motors into the those cargo containers, because even though they, well, no, I have to put motors in there, because if I don't put motors in it, then I'm gonna have a problem with the ammo. So yeah, I wanted to save out my motors, but you know what? Better just to do it. That way those turrets can get their stuff. Oh my goodness, we're down on everything, aren't we? Let's eat some more food. And then we're gonna go ahead and drop these off in here. And then we're gonna go and grab some more material. We need, actually we are gonna need that, and we're also going to need, well, we'll get those in a minute. A lot of those, and we'll get the rest of those. All right, we do need to get those other things, but for now I want to run over here and hop in this cockpit real quick. Okay, so we're gonna, oh wow, is that a sandstorm or is that fog? That's a dust storm. Okay. Okay, that's so weird how he gives the thumbs up, or she does, when they, you know what? Now that I look down, I realize I'm in the default. Good gravy. Usually I have myself in a different suit, but apparently it defaulted when I went and did that other. Oh wait. Did that move? No. I thought that other one moved. Okay, so I'm gonna need to next stream I'm gonna have my suit back. It did a default suit change. I hate that. I don't like it when it changes my suit. That's annoying. Alright, let's get that in place. Oh wait, we don't have any more. That's right. Because we were being clever and getting construction components for our wheels and stuff. Okay. Alright, let's get this all welded up. Alright, those are all good. Okay, so that should put us pretty much empty. Sure does. Okay, good. Well, I'm gonna run over here and drop on this little deal. And I'm gonna see nothing in there? Okay, good. Because we really need to get this thing built up. But, maybe I'll wait. I'll wait until we get the wheels done, because I don't want to screw with something yet. Let's go ahead and jump in here and see about getting our steel plates. So we can go back to work getting the wheels done the way we want them done. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Alright, 1, 2. Okay, and that's 2 there. Alright, uh-oh. Well, you're in the way. Alright then, fine. Alright, well, we'll get all but those front 2 wheels then. How about that? Alright, let's get this one set up. Yeah, this thing's going to be carrying a lot, but we also want to be able to have plenty of power. So we'll put 2 hydrogen engines on here. Actually, you know what we might do? We might do 4 hydrogen engines, which is going to burn through fuel like insane. But that doesn't mean we have to run them all. But that's going to give us a lot of power, which we may need because this is going to be a heavy vehicle. I mean, we're going in armored. You know, I'm tempted to remove that and set up a main tank turret up there, but no, we'll go with light munitions. Man, I'm actually seriously considering it, guys. Like seriously thinking about artillery, like going and setting up a proper turret up there with a custom turret controller and all that sort of thing, and put like a proper turret. Do I even have, yeah, I can set one up right here. If I take that out, flip that to there, swap those 2 things, it would do the trick. And I could put a turret there. It'd be pretty big though. Nah, this design of this is designed for salvage and heavy opposition. I'm not gonna, yeah. This isn't really the design I'd go for a tank. I would instead just do the one for combat only. I think I'd go heavy armor and put one of those modulars underneath the turret, and then I'd set the turret up with a I would do a large grid conversion with a yeah, I know how I do it. Actually, maybe we will build a tank. That actually could be really kind of cool, especially if we set it up with, uh-oh. Well, that's a problem. Oh, I didn't realize that thing was so far back. Well, that's annoying. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that way, huh? Okay. So let's see here. We're gonna go with, this is left. And we're gonna set this left one, whoops. There we go. Then we gotta do right. Yeah, you're not gonna do it there. Oh wait, and I did you upside down. Ha! That's not helpful. How? What the heck, dude? Like, why do I keep doing that? Oh, you know what it is? I'm so used to them automatically popping up correctly, but this isn't correct. There we go. Now we're good. Alright, let's see here. Alright, got that in place. Oh, we're gonna eat some more crisps, and then let's see here. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. We're gonna jump up here and hop inside. Alright. Okay guys, I'm back. Thank you so much. Okay, well it looks like in order to get the rest of these wheels, we're going to need to drop it down. Oh, this is sketchy as hell. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's get this one off. Okay, good. We're leveling out. That's good. Alright, so... Wow, there for a second, guys, I was nervous as hell. I thought for sure we were toast. Last thing I wanted was this thing to fall off of its rocker, literally. So, alright, let's bring this out to here. And that's our front wheel. And then we're going to go ahead and take this wheel off. And then we're going to get this in place. Okay, I'm so glad it balanced out because honestly I was nervous. I didn't know if it was going to flip over. But it's working out nicely. So let's go ahead and get this finished up. Alright, now we can get the rest of these wheels in place. Once the wheels are in place, then we can be able to drop it back down to the deck. And we can get rid of those, by the way, because it doesn't matter, it's centered on it. Now we'll connect these up too. And we're going to do that using these, and we'll use an angle block like that. Alright. This will give it additional support because you'll have another point of contact on that axle group. But it still keeps it so that it's, you know. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that. Get that. Okay. Alright, cool. Now let's go ahead and get these wheels up and rolling. Let's see, this is going to be our right side. And then we've got left. Alright, that takes care of that. Now we're not going to take it down yet. I want to get these wheels done up first. And then we'll get it sorted. Hey, Minuteman, it has been a while. Welcome back. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, just 1 second. Okay. Good, I'm glad to see that you're well. Alright, we got a lot more materials we're gonna need to get these wheels done. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and jump over here and get some more materials. No, we don't need that right now. We are going to need, yep, we need a bunch of those. We're definitely going to need a few of those. Where did I get... I don't know where I got that from. Okay. That's absolutely random. Alright, where else we got? Oh yeah, we're going to need some of those. Okay, where is my... Oh, we're definitely need a bunch of those, but we need construction components more than that. How am I out of construction components? You gotta be kidding me. Wow, okay. Let's get to producing some then. Oh boy, so we're low on iron ingots, okay. Alright, let's disassemble some stuff. We do not need these right now, so... And we can make more of those, because those are our baseline. Yeah. So let's go ahead and wipe those out, and that'll give us a bunch more material that we can be able to get these wheels done. Once the wheels are done, we'll be able to go from there, because everything above it is going to be on the platform. It'll be easy to get to. Oh, I didn't realize we had 100 of those. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go ahead and grab whatever it prints up while I'm getting it. Okay, good. We'll use that for now. Alright, let's see here. What are we... here we go. We'll get that. Okay. Okay, let's get this one here. Alright, so we got all that stuff's out of the way. That's good to go. And so, we're gonna go take this back and drop this here. And let's go back in and grab the other stuff that's printed up so far. Okay. And we'll go back into it again. Oh yeah, you thought it was Pertam? Yeah, yeah, you'd think that at first, but no. No, the gravity is a little bit less. But yeah, no, this isn't Pertam. This is an entirely different planet. A planet I have not done a stream on before, so we'll see how it goes. This planet is part of a scenario called the Directive, which I do have on Mod.io. We're currently playing said thing. So yeah. Yeah, it's not Pertam. Absolutely not. Gravity's your first clue, and you know what the second clue is? The atmosphere does not have enough oxygen, too much carbon dioxide. Please observe. See the painful I can't breathe situation? So, yeah, no, this is not Pertam. Oh, come on, give me some more. Nope, this is Sapermentus, is the name of this planet. Little different. Okay, we don't have any more. Did we run out of iron? Yeah, probably. Yep, daggone it. I just need one more component for this, and then we can get the wheels going. Ah! Okay, okay, alright. Looks like, you know, I was trying to put off... Oh, wait. You know what? We're gonna swipe that one, because I want this wheel up and running first. That is the priority. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Now, we're gonna take this off. And we're gonna take this one off. Oh, yeah. And then this one comes off. There we go. Alright. How about that? 12 wheels. This thing is going to be so stable, it's frightening. That's okay. That's what we want, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get that back up here. let's see. We need interior plates. So before we go running around doing that, actually we're going to need to get some iron so that we can get some more construction components set up. So, in the meantime, let's find our interior plates and try to weld up what we can here. Actually, you know what we could do? I'm trying to see if we got stuff that we can spare. We can spare more girders, actually. So let's do that. Let's disassemble more girders. We can make more if we need to, it's no problem. Okay, and that'll be 1, 2. You know what we could do? We could go for a drive over to that beacon and strip it of all of its basic components. Yep, the terrain's elevation is also different. It's a very different kind of place. There's a lot more wide open spots of desert dunes in here, that's for sure. What this is actually, that's a dried out riverbed. All of these ravines are all dried out riverbeds, and any place down here you can find like you can find ores down there, but you'll see like patches of yep, gotta eat. We got patches of here, actually I'll show you. Ready, steady, let's not crash when we do this. We'll zoom down here, you see these little patches of green right here, like dried dirt and slate. Well, these aren't green, but there are some patches of green. But you can see the dried lake bed, and then when I switch over, this is where you can find ice. Because these are all, this is all riverbed right here. This was all at one point bodies of water, and they've dried up. So yeah, that's a thing. Actually, you know what? Let's make this a useful trip. We'll come down here. We've got a little iron mine over here. Why don't we just grab a load and take it up? There are sandstorms and dust storms, things like that that happen in here, but it's pretty, it's, you know, it's not too bad. Alright, let's go in here and get some iron ore. So far, we found a few settlements, a few things going on around here, but overall, it's pretty quiet right now. Get this thing all done up here, and we'll be good to go. Let's see, do we, yep, we got stone. Ugh. Nope, don't want stone. Ugh, it's too much of that dang rock. Nope, that's all stone. That's stone. Oh, there's an iron rock right down here. Alright, cool. Let's get out of here. Head back up there and get back to work. Okay, let's get back up in here. Okay. Alright. Yeah, you don't use interior plates, do you there, mister? Nope. You're all something else. Uh-oh. Alright, guys. Thank you for joining me, but it looks like this is the end of the episode because the system has decided it's the end. Thank you so much for joining me. So glad to see you, Minuteman. Yep. There's a lot more to come, guys. We got a lot more building to do, and of course, since it did this, I'm not sure when the last save was, so we may have to do a little bit more mining and a couple more welding things, but we got the bulk of it done. Next episode, we got to get this thing finished up and then get some more work done on the base, but we're also going to see if we can't take the battle to those pirates. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.